back to One Hot Bite. Melissa here, where healthy doesn't have to be boring, and I'm going to show you how today. This recipe is something, or this meal isn't something that's super unhealthy in general. It's something we all definitely love and enjoy, especially during these winter months. And this one is specifically made for your Thanksgiving leftovers. So we're going to use your leftover turkey in this recipe. We're going to make turkey pho. So those of you that haven't had it before, it's the best Vietnamese soup you could ever imagine on a nice cold day. So we're going to whip this up. Super low in calories, super high in nutrients, and really super easy to eat. The first thing we're going to make is our broth, and we're going to let that simmer for about 30 minutes. So let's get that going. While we're getting that going, please like and subscribe this video, share with your family and friends, and comment below. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here, but let's get cooking. Okay, to make our stock, I used 8 cups of low sodium chicken stock here. You can use turkey stock, you can even make fresh, which would be ideal, but I did that and spilled a whole bunch. But anyhow, we're gonna move on. I have 6 whole cloves that I'm gonna put in here. I also have 4 star anise whole that I'm gonna drop in there. I need 1 cinnamon stick. This is 2 teaspoons of brown sugar. And this is a piece of peeled fresh ginger that I'm going to go ahead and cut in half. And we're just going to go ahead and drop that in there. And the last thing we're going to add to this is 3 tablespoons of fish sauce or oyster sauce. We're going to go ahead and get all of that in there. And we are going to simmer that for 30 minutes. We're going to prep our other ingredients here, and this is about 1/4 cup of basil. Thai basil is ideal, and we're going to use 1 jalapeno. I don't like to use the seeds in this, so I'm going to go ahead and de-seed this. And this is super easy. I just cut it down the center. I grab a spoon, scoop those seeds out. You can definitely leave the seeds if you really like that heat in this. I chose to remove them this time. As soon as we get them all removed, we're just going to slice this up nice and thin. And all of these ingredients we're just going to set aside. So we're going to slice it up super thin and set it aside. Another garnish ingredient that we're going to use is we're going to take a lime and we're going to cut it into quarters, and we're going to set that aside as well. Now we're going to take 1 small onion and we're going to cut it in half horizontally. I want to char both sides of this, so I've heated my pan over medium-high heat, and I'm just going to get a nice good char in it. This could take up to 8 minutes, and you're going to kind of roll it around in your pan. It's a little difficult with the rounded edges, but I just kind of held it down, pushed it side to side. This doesn't have to be perfect. You're just really trying to get that smoky charred taste that you're going to add to your soup. As soon as these are brown to the level that you want, we're going to pull them off. And we're going to slice them. They don't have to be super thin. If you end up with some chunks, it's really kind of great flavor to run into. So chop that entire onion up. And it looks like our broth is ready. We're going to strain that to pull out all the solids because we just want that beautiful broth. And when all of that is separated, we're going to return that broth to our pan because we're going to bring it back up to a medium simmer. I'm going to try not to spill this time, and I'm mostly successful. We're going to return this to our burner over medium heat. We're going to add those charred sliced onions that we chopped up. Get all of those in there. And now we're going to add our turkey, leftover Thanksgiving turkey, or you can roast your own fresh turkey, or you could honestly use roasted chicken, roasted pork. You can add any meat here you want. You could even do sliced beef. Really, we just want to bring this to temperature. So this is going to be in the pan for about 2 to 3 minutes, but we want to add a remaining 1/4 cup of chopped fresh cilantro. We're going to drop in 1/3 cup of sliced green onions. We're going to add about 1/4 teaspoon of salt, depending on if your broth was salted or not, so do it to taste for sure. And this is where we're going to add our basil. Stir this up really nice. And again, we're just bringing this to temperature. In another pot, I boiled up some linguine noodles. You can use rice noodles, brown rice noodles, whatever noodles you choose. I did linguine. So this is about 1 ounce of cooked linguine. And now we're going to serve this up. Make sure you get some good meat, whatever your meat source is. Here is the turkey that I used. We want to grab some meat. We want to make sure the onions get in there, the fresh herbs. And as soon as we have a serving, let's get one more piece of turkey here. Now I'm going to add some broth. We want about 1 1/3 cup of broth. Again, this is not a high-fat recipe, so it's not like you have to be really careful in your serving. Just making sure everybody gets some. We're going to top that with our sliced jalapeno, some more fresh cilantro, and our lime. Enjoy! Oh baby, I know we did it again. This is one hot bite. So different ways you can eat this. You can put bean sprouts on here, which I didn't put on today. You squeeze your lime over the top. You can add more jalapenos. You can also throw some sriracha sauce over the top. You can do anything you want with this, but we're gonna try it as is, just as the base. And I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna use a fork because I want really to try the turkey and the noodles and the onion, and then we'll try some of the broth. Ooh, it's that is so good. All the spices in the beginning of this really give it that homey, yummy feel. The charred onions are so good. Oh my gosh, let's try the broth. That is delicious. 247 calories. You knew I was gonna go there. Everything's healthy in here, and this is perfect with your leftovers from Thanksgiving, and it's light so you don't feel like you've eaten so much, and you can come off that holiday food coma. So enjoy this. I will see you next time, and I love you guys. Have a great day.